And we're back. He liked it so much he came back for a second talk here because it was day 8 today, and we actually went to the Staten Island Mall, which was a fun trip with our trainer and the girls, and they were very excited because Frances got to go into the mall. So our trainer came to the house, and we met her here, and then we all drove over. It was good practice because we actually got to see where was the best spot, I guess, in the car.
Yes.
For her. So we have a Honda Element, which is like like a box. It looks like a little box. The car.
It's a small SUV, compact SUV.
And how old is it?
It is a 2005.
It's old as hell, but it still runs.
Still running. It's a
Still
great
running.
car.
It's a great car. Hey Honda, are you listening? We love your cars, Honda. If you want to help us out, we're here. BlindMotherhood.com. We love a new what the hell's that car that you like? The Honda, the Ridgeline, and we'd love a new Ridgeline. Anyway, sorry. Back to reality. We went today when we figured out where to put the dog. So really, there's no safe place in a car to put a dog. So the trainer basically said that we had a couple of options. One was right at my feet in the passenger side of the car, which in our particular car, it was very, very tight for Frances. It was too tight. She was definitely feeling it. I was feeling it. I'm only 5'3", but I like to have a lot of leg room. And even with the seat all the way back, she was very tight. And then my husband had said you wanted to you thought to put her in the back, right? Like in the trunk area? Is that what you were thinking?
No, I mean, like I thought the best spot would be behind the seats, but she can fit in the trunk also. You know, the trunk area is pretty big, and you might even be able to put her in a small kennel back there
Right.
if that's something that you want to do. It's probably the safest option when you travel with a dog that they're in their own kennel. This way, God forbid you had an accident, that they'll be a little safer in there.
Right.
So, I mean, that might be something to think of for people, especially if you're going on long trips or you need a kennel if you're staying at somebody else's house or stay in a hotel. Maybe that you'll be times that you might be out and you want to have the dog in a
Mm-hmm.
safe spot. So if I was doing traveling and going somewhere, that I definitely would probably do is put the dog in a kennel.
Right.
Also behind the seats, or the two driver and front passenger seat, there was pretty good room in that car.
Yeah.
That even with the baby seats that she fit in there very nice, and she laid down the whole time and had a nice ride. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
So try to imagine, Frances was behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat, laying on the floor, and my two children were in their car seats. So their legs were dangling, but they're still kind of tiny, so nothing hit her. And she laid flat, and she was very, very good. What my husband's saying about the trunk, right now we also have a double stroller. So, it's there's not a lot of space, back there for a crate or to have the dog back there and a double stroller. She would literally have to be like on top of the double stroller if we had both. Like
Well,
we
now
couldn't
if
do
you
both.
have to do, yeah, you can't have both. Like you did, either had to have like maybe if you had the stroller and like if you really needed it and really needed to put the dog in the back, like in that type of car, you probably have to get like the external box that you put it on the
Yeah,
top,
there's no way.
or even use like like a foldable like umbrella stroller or something like that. So together in the back, yes, that was not going to work. Yeah.
But the good news is that, like we always say, like our girls are little, 3 and almost 2. Aoife will be 2 next month. So, Nula now, she can walk a pretty good distance. So pretty soon I think we'll just be switching right to an umbrella stroller. And maybe only use the double if we have long distances. So anyway, we practiced getting the dog in the car. It was great. Kids were great. Rainy day in Staten Island. Rainy, crappy, nasty day. And we got all the way to the Staten Island Mall. We parked in we have a handicap spot, which people always say like, well, how do you have a handicap spot, when you're not the driver? Very true. But if you have somebody that is a driver who takes care of somebody that is disabled or visually impaired, you can apply for a handicapped placard. So we have a handicap placard for our car. When I was pregnant, fabulous. Now it's great. It's also a lot safer with the kids. You usually have a little bit of extra room. I don't have to worry about, opening up my car door and falling into another car. So it's a lot safer for me, the kids, and my husband. And to be quite honest, we would never abuse that, that privilege of having that. When I do go out, he's usually my driver, and it's you're my driver, honey.
Oh, thank
which
you.
is great.
And
So
it's just for, like I said, the one that we have is for off street parking. Like in New
right,
York City, you have to have a specific parking plaque to park on the street. and that's you have to go get examined by a doctor and what have you. But the one that we have, you can basically park in off street handicap parking in any state in the union. So it's recognized if you had a parking plaque from California and you came park in a handicap spot, that's recognized. So it's recognized across the country. But like if you do come visit New York City and you have that hang tag, that does not work on the street parking. You have to.
Right.
That's only for in New York City. You have a specific plaque because parking is so tight.
Right.
So it doesn't work on street, but like off street, yes, it'll work from any state in the union.
And it was great. When we got there, the trainer parked near us. We got out. We usually tend to park in the same area all the time when we go to the mall. And we got in, let the kids in. We loaded them up in the carriage. Our rule is with the girls is in the parking lot, they're in the carriage no matter what. As Nula grows, that will change. She'll have to hold one of our hands, but right now the double stroller, they're in the carriage. We go in, we get to the first store of choice, and we have a little route that we do in the mall. The kids like to go to their own stores. I mean, we usually go to like Disney store, Lego store. What's the other one?
Build a
Oh,
bear.
Build a Bear. Oh yeah, those are our hot spots, right? So, but they like that, so we go and we do that. And that's pretty much what we did. We took the elevator in the mall. Frances was great. She walked in. The kids got a big kick out of it because, mommy had her dog in the mall and they thought it was great. We went up to the Disney store. We got there super early, so there really wasn't a lot of people there on a Monday. It was pretty empty,
Yes.
which was good. And I thought the dog did great. I know my way around the mall. I can get where I need to go, no problem. So it was good. Oops, sorry about that. Phone. That's all right. No big deal.
It's live. Things happen live.
Things happen. Hashtag real life. I love to do my hashtags. I know you don't like that, but I get a big kick out of it.
You're a big Twitter fan.
He likes Twitter. Yeah, that's right. I'm not a big Twitter person. Anyway, we did great. And then we got to Lego store, and the little one wanted to get out of the carriage. So now I have two kids out of the carriage. And I was like, let me walk for a little while. Very, very rarely will Aoife walk because she goes like gangbusters. I mean, she goes so, so fast. So I got to hold Aoife's hands, and Aoife then was holding Nula's hands, and the three of us were walking. It was like, it reminded me of like the Wizard of
The
Oz.
four of you were walking.
Well, the four of us were walking, right? But it reminded me of like the Wizard of Oz, like with the four of us like going down the yellow brick road, and we were heading to the Hallmark store to see what they had out for Christmas, which I was very excited about. But it was great. It felt like flying. Like the dog was going at a good clip. The kids were happy. It was really good. So I don't know. I really liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, definitely. The dog was very good. Everybody had a good time today, and I think you got a lot of good training.
Yeah, and nobody gave me a hard time. I mean, a couple of people, were like kind of like questioning, like, oh, there's a dog in here, but nobody was rude. Nobody was nasty. Nobody like approached us or anything. And that's, we had a conversation with Nula. We really want to let her understand because she has the capability of understanding that, this is going to be a process, and mommy will meet people that maybe don't know what the dog does or don't know what my disability is, and we want to educate people. We want to tell them what the dog does and what her job is and how she helps mommy. Like that's how we really have tried to explain it to her. And we actually went out to Applebee's with the trainer, which was great because the kids, got to see what it was like, to have the dog there and have under. And I think our trainer got a little education too of some blind parenting.
Well, children, they make their own decisions sometimes, but they were actually very good today.
They were good.
And
Yeah.
we had a very nice very nice lunch, and the kids were very good. But it's like I said, you definitely sometimes, and everybody has kids knows that you have to get them on a good day, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't
Well,
want to be going
everybody's
out
in a
if
good mood.
if they're not in a good mood, then maybe your plans about going out. Maybe it's going to be like take home pizza today.
Take home pizza. That's right. Grab a car side to go. Applebee's car side to go in the Honda Element. No, they were really good. And when I say that, about prepping for the kids, if you guys follow the blog, then like that I'm pretty organized. So I knew what we were doing today. I had my book bag. I had my coloring books. I had my triangular crayons, which don't roll off the table for the girls. I had stickers. I had my pizza cutter. And trainer was like, is that for, what the hell did you say? Is that for like self-defense? I'm like, no, that's to cut up the mozzarella stick so mommy doesn't have to use a knife. So, I mean, it's funny. Very, very few people are used to, like, we don't go out to eat really with anybody that often or whatever, but it's to see a mom in action, especially a blind mom, it's worth the price of admission. I will definitely I will definitely say we get the job done. Mothers always get the job done, no matter what we have to do. So, but I had a great time. And then we ended up going home, and the kids are both napping, which is why we're making a video. We should be doing other things, but we're making a video now.
Definitely.
All right, you have any other parting words for our guests or no?
It's definitely, a lot
You
to.
could be a YouTube sensation right now. You don't even realize it.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sensational. That's for
you
sure.
know.
Just like we said with the dog, there's definitely different types of training. Holly did the at-home training. It's a little bit easier to, with my work schedule, and instead of being totally off and have to watch the kids all the time, I watch them when she's doing training, and it's a little bit more, I think, helpful for us. But it'd be interesting. Maybe one day you go to training like the camp and see what that's like. That must be a
Yeah,
different
when they get older,
experience.
I'd like to see what it'd be like up at their at Guiding Eyes' campus. I'd like to see what it is like.
It's definitely probably a different experience because I think here, no matter what you might want to do, like you said, as far as your training, you have other things that you're at home, right? So you're gonna have, some people calling you. You have your other responsibilities. You're trying to take care of your kids. You're trying to worry about dinner, whatever
Taking
happens,
care of you.
right? Taking care of me, and
Yeah,
yeah,
you're a lot to take care
I
of.
need a lot of
Oh yeah.
care, a lot of special care. I need.
Oh yeah. He's special. He is special.
But probably when you're up there, you probably concentrate just training. Then and that's it. Maybe you get phone calls from home. How you doing? That's about it. So I mean, I think
But that
it's
initial anxiety, I think, is over. Like I think that beginning, just like when they came, you're excited. It's like you're really ready for it, and then the anxiety has kind of gotten down. But anyway, we still got quite a few more days to go. Tonight we're doing stairs, which is like supposedly not supposedly, there is a technique to doing stairs. So we're gonna be doing those tonight and just practicing doing that. So I'll catch you up tomorrow.
and I'll be in charge of all the kiddies tonight.
Okay. Come home to a mess. That's all right. We'll get there. Only a few more days. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Bye.